Yo, what is up, guys? ElbowSkinn here. Welcome back to the Seattle Sports Weekly Update. We're going to start with all the really shitty, stupid news. In the Rose Bowl, which I was at and I was really excited and really happy for, the Huskies fell to the Ohio State Buckeyes by a score of 28 to 23. The Ohio State Buckeyes jumped out to a quick lead, 28 to 3, and the Huskies came back, scoring 20 points in the fourth quarter, but coming up just short, not being able to recover their onside kick with about a minute left, and ultimately lost. Jake Browning looked really well for a guy who had everything to lose, and so it was frustrating, but it was encouraging because that was a game that I thought could have gone a lot worse for us. Ohio State's a very good football team. They're coming in with a chip on their shoulders trying to prove, hey, we should have made the playoffs. We were a one-loss team. What the heck? And we hung in with them for one quarter, but we made a game out of it. Similar bad news: the Seattle Seahawks fell to the Dallas Cowboys in a very close game, 24 to 22. The Seahawks offense sputtered throughout the first three quarters before getting going in the fourth, but a couple of very, very meticulous pass interference calls in the final drive for the Cowboys ultimately was what doomed the Seahawks. So the Seahawks season is over. They finished 10-7, but no, we go no further. The Dallas Cowboys will next be taking on the St. Louis Rams. Or the Los Angeles Rams. I keep calling them the St. Louis Rams. So I guess we'll root for them because they beat us, and so that just makes us look better. There is some new news on the Mariners front. A couple pieces of new news. The Mariners are going to bring back Ichiro at least a little bit. The Mariners are opening up the Major League season against Oakland in Japan. That was a special debut, a special like opening week type deal in Japan, and they expect that Ichiro will be on the opening day roster. Now, for that series, they do get 3 extra roster spots or 2 extra roster spots. I don't remember, but so that would allow them to sign Ichiro without losing that spot. Now, will Ichiro be on the team after that? I personally think that is unlikely. I think after that series, they will probably move him back to the front office role, and maybe he'll retire for good. Or maybe because this is kind of a rebuilding year and we're not going to make the playoffs anyway, maybe we'll give him a nice little farewell tour to kind of usher him into retirement in a better way than we were going to do last year, because I didn't really like how we handled that whole situation. In addition, the Mariners got a young superstar pitcher from Japan to join the Mariners, named by the name of Yusei Kikuchi. Yusei Kikuchi is a 28-year-old superstar from Japan who's been pitching in the Nippon League for his entire career, and his pitch arsenal is highlighted by a beautiful, beautiful splitter. For those of you who remember Kazuhiro Sasaki, this is a very similar guy, except for he will be a starting pitcher for us. So another guy to fill in the rotation should be fun. Last but not least, the Husky basketball team opened up conference play against the Washington State Cougars in Seattle. The Huskies came out to a raring start, but then faltered late, only to rebound again late in the second half, thanks to some big time shots by David Crisp in an 85-67 rout of the Cougars in order to go to 1-0 in the conference. The Huskies are next going to be in action on January 10th against the Utes in Utah as they begin the tour of the Utah and Colorado schools. So hopefully things will come into balance for them and that they'll be able to kind of just run the pack and hopefully get a tournament bid. That is all we have for the Seattle Sports Weekly Update. Go Mariners, go Sounders, go Seahawks.